Finally, Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson's made January 31st. Teo says he's gonna stop Shakur in the ninth round. What's your reaction?
Well, T.O.'s a big talker. You know what I'm saying? T.O.'s a big talker, and Shakur is you can't hit that guy. So how you gonna hit some? How you gonna knock somebody out that you can't hit? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna knock somebody out that you can't hit? You know what I mean? So uh, I was watching Shakur on with Najee on Sabar Talk, and man, shit, man. I mean that guy, like he ready, man. He's man, ain't nobody gonna beat him, man. He's so queued up for that. Ain't nobody gonna beat that kid, man. He ain't nobody gonna beat that kid, man. I'm excited for the fight. It's a big fight. It's what he been waiting on, been calling for. You know what I'm saying? He needs somebody like that at the elite level to push him into not only for just the bigger things, but just for his own mentality. He just a guy like that. He needs them. Them the guys he want to fight. He don't want to fight nobody. Like he said, I'm here for the if I just want to see how my style match up with his. They say he the best or he good. I want to get in front of him. I want him in front of me. See, and that's just type of guy. You don't see that many guys like that. A lot of guys trying to take the easy route, or trying to milk the cow, but like I say, he like a bud. He go back to back. If he could fight Tank next, he'll fight Tank next. If they wanted him to fight Abdullah Mason after that, he'll fight Abdullah Mason. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of guy that Shakur is.
And Shakur was out there being a big brother, saying, he's a pup, telling the media, don't rush the kid. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes down to Abdullah Mason and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, same team with the Jay Prince team in the same time. Um,
Mm-hmm.
talked to Wally Moses, talked about the sparring with Teofimo Lopez. He said that, Shakur, gets the upper hand on it. When you look at
When
that
he
fight,
when
what
he
was it?
when he spar
When
T.O. and Shakur.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me,
Yeah.
they're both counter punchers, right? But
Mm-hmm.
what separates the fight at the end of the day? Like, is there anyone that you feel like particular is gonna go out for the kill, or do you think it's gonna be a straight point game?
No, I think that, like I say, Shakur is very patient. He's a very patient guy, and like I said, like I heard somebody, if you overstep, he gonna make you pay. And I, it just I couldn't wait to see how it come out. I watched I watched both of their fights last night. I watched Tio versus Barbosa, and I watched versus Apeta. And man, it's crazy how you watch a fight and it's different. I mean, Shakur was letting his hands go. He was fast. I mean, man, Shakur, man, he tough, man. And like you said, it don't matter how I do it, I'm gonna do it. So he's doing different things that he hasn't done before, and it just you know, he's gonna pull out some different. I'm excited to see how it all plays out for real. It's a high level fight. It's always gonna be on edge just because you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be exciting all the way to the end because you never know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with the David Haney Norman fight. It was a boring fight at the when you look at it, but you so anticipating on how the fight is going every round. You know what I mean? You're still on your edge, so you're entertained in the sense that you want to know how it's gonna play out. So I
Because
think this is the
you're
same.
still figuring things out in your head while the rounds are going.
Yeah, because anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how the next round gonna play. You know what I'm saying? So it's just intriguing all the way to the end. So I feel like that's gonna be the same way with this fight, and it's the best fight. You know what I'm saying? This guy's the lineal champion. Shakur was a lineal champion. T.O. got you know a big following, and his resume is what I mean of a certain ilk. So it's just it's a great fight, and they both big names. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to Shakur, like you said, but Shakur, everybody really want to see what Shakur gonna do. It ain't really on T.O. Everybody really want to see Shakur. Shakur is the guy. Like you said, I'm really the guy. You know what I mean? They trying to say I'm the ace, the B side, but I'm really the A side. People really coming to see me. People really fuck with me. So, and I agree that to that point too. Everybody trying to see what Shakur gonna do. Everybody's you know, it's really on Shakur, and I can't wait to see what he do. I know he gonna do it.
He says he's gonna be a star after this fight. Do you believe so?
I think he's already a star. I think he's already a star. Like I said this before, it's he needs the guys like the guys with the names to do that. You know what I'm saying? To keep it going. You know what I'm saying? And as a black fighter, you need that. You know, if you Canelo, you didn't really need that. You know, who was Munguia? Who was this Billy, whatever the fuck his name is, the English dude? Who was
Billy Joe.
Callum Smith? Who was Billy Joe? Who was the fuck is them guys? You know what I mean? Far as who was them guys? But when you a black fighter, it's just different rules. You know what I mean? So like Floyd, he had to fight, you know what I mean, the Gottis and you know, he was looking for those type of names to solidify yourself. You know what I mean? De La Hoya, and you know, these are names that you can call. You know what I'm saying? And that's to the certain extent. You know, that's what kind of why people was kind of hating on Bud a little bit, because he didn't get the names that those guys they were making those names, Danny Garcia's and all the rest of them. You know what I mean? So uh, that's just what it is, and he did. And at the same time, it's like this. If you get a guy like that, load him up. If he want that, load him up. Now, getting them guys in the ring with him might be a little difficult, but you know what I'm saying? If you got the money, money talks, the man with the gold rules, and you know what I'm saying? For the right price, they'll get in there. So I'm looking forward to Sheik just loading up with him, see how he do in this fight. And that's what he wants. Give it to him. He 28. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He's still young, but shit, load him up. You know what I'm saying? If Abdullah Mason want to get in there, you know what I mean, next, then load him up. He said he want to go back down to 35. Give the man what he want. When you got a guy like that that believe in himself so much and got the talent, load him up. Let's call his bluff on that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the fights we want to see, right? The most intriguing fights.